Go on then, Dad, what's the plan?
Right, so what we're doing today, there's the office, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to build a platform that sits here, okay? So we're going to build a wooden base for the shed.
Yeah.
Now this is going to be 10 foot wide by 12 foot long, right?
Yeah.
So our objective on the exercise is the pieces of board that go on top are 4 foot wide, 8 foot long. So we're going to put one piece of wood here, one piece of wood like that, and one piece of wood like that. And then we'll fill in these two holes, right? So what we need are rafters that sit underneath these and then split them. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So we're going to build a frame that supports the bricks and it ends up midpoint on the rafters.
Oh. Cup of tea first, will it?
Coffee first. Yeah. Coffee first.
Off we go. Over the flowers. One. Two.
Right, now if that's 140, so that's going to go
Yeah.
there. Get it exactly right. Sweet. Yeah, boy. So that's the first bit of it done. Feels like a square. So that's the size the pub's going to be. That's not a bad size at all.
Right, Dad. One beer, please.
Barman.
Cheers, thanks. Slowly emptying the garage.
So, all the people building bases, what they say is put a piece of board down because that's machine squared, and then see how it comes off like that. What I need to do is square this frame here, so I'll pull this slot so it goes round, and then once that's square, I know the whole frame is square.
Yeah.
So we've got two square corners, these two must be square.
Agreed. Little bit of tampering required, but we got it square.
Yep. So now we're going to take this piece and we're going to run it here.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Very straight, very mathematical. Our little Ninja Warrior course.
So now we need some noggins sideways.
Yeah.
So we're doing noggins now. And I know what it looks like on other people's YouTube videos. So we're doing this by eye a little bit. And that's good. But then we've realised, because we put the piece of board underneath so that we've got like a template, we've realised that that one needs to go.
Like that or halfway?
It's got to be half over really, which is going to make it hard to screw in.
Can't screw it in there.
Well, you can screw that in, can't you?
Yeah.
Right, screw that in, and then we'll what's called camel toe in here. Toenail? Anyway, screw sideways. It's camel toe? That's the wrong thing. That's tight denim, right? So we're continuing to put the noggins in. It's a bit of a learning curve for us. So like there, I think would have been good to get a dub across, but we'll put an extra one in there. That one, for example, is perfect. It's right between the two joints. That one's perfect. So we're getting there. So sun came out, which made this hot work, but There we go, look.
It came together quicker than we thought.
So now I need to wrap that in plastic, which I can do on my own this afternoon.
I'm off to a barbecue.
Party, Connor. So this is my damp course on the underneath. What I've done is I've stretched it out over the frame, I've stapled it round, and then I've silvered using that insulation stuff to cover over the holes of the staples and obviously give a bit more strength where the staples have gone through. Now the trick's going to be, Jan and I, in this breeze, are going to try and flip this huge sail over. This could go wrong. Well, that's the first piece in. A million more to go. That's the end of a long and exhausting bank holiday weekend. Yesterday was all the family party, and then today's been getting on with this floor. Well, I'm pretty pleased with it. You know, it's the right size, it's the right shape. Some of these are dropping already, so we can't have that happening under the floor. So I am going to think on that. I think what I'm going to have to do is pull them out. I've got them all made, that's the hard bit, right? So I'll pull them out, put screws that will hold them up, the ones that look like they're going to have a problem. But then I think what I'm going to do is I've got this really super strong glue, I mean like world super glue. I think I'll do with that is I'll put some on the wood and put some on the panels themselves just before I put down the plywood, and then that will set and it will glue the panels to the plywood. I mean, that stuff, we glued wood to concrete and it hasn't moved, so it will definitely hold them in place. I might take some of that foam as well. There's a few little gaps, I might fill that. But I mean, it's a floor, right? It's got pretty good insulation in it now, and it'll definitely do to build my pub on. But look at the size I'm going to get. Door here, the door come in here. I mean, that is going to be a decent size bar. That is going to be cool. Yeah, and the reason I'm not doing any more tonight is I hacked myself with a blade. I was getting lazy, or tired rather than lazy, and I had an open Stanley blade in my hand, and I made a dramatic movement and put about a 6-inch gash in my thumb. Fortunately, it's not very deep. It bled quite a lot. I called Sam down. He's like, "Oh my god!" It's like, it's fine. I mean, it's not a deep cut, but it was sore, and it's certainly putting me off doing any more tonight. So I think I'm gonna have a shower. I'm gonna rebandage this because I've got it filthy, tidying up, and then I will. I'll call it an evening.